Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zolotech, and the other day Apple released WatchOS 11 Beta 1. WatchOS 11 Beta 1 is available to developers. The public beta should be out sometime in July, with a final release to the public sometime in September. Now this particular update was a fairly large update for my Apple Watch Ultra 2, coming in at 1.7 gigabytes. It overwrites the older update, but it's still a pretty large update overall. And as far as the WatchOS 11 supported devices, well, they did drop support for some of them. So currently you need an Apple Watch Series 6 or newer, an Apple Watch Ultra, Ultra 2, or SE second generation. WatchOS 11 does not support any other specific watches, so unfortunately they got rid of the Series 5 and Series 4. Now as far as the build number, let's take a look at that, and then we'll talk about what's new. So we'll go into our settings, then we'll go down to General here. Under General, we'll go to About, and under About, you can see the build number. It's pretty long at 22R52840. This particular build does include some new features and changes, but it's not as big as last year's update with WatchOS 10. Now, if we go back to settings, you may have already noticed we have an option for Smart Stack. If we go into Smart Stack, we have live activities, and those live activities will actually show on our Smart Stack that shows at the bottom of the device. So you'll see auto launch live activities. You can turn this off, and it says show live activities on wrist down. So you have a bunch of different options to customize this however you'd like, and you'll see live activities for things such as Uber, or maybe you ordered DoorDash. Any app that supports live activities will show up here. If we go back, we have widget suggestions as well, and then you can just turn that on and off. If we go into our live activities here, scroll up, you'll see that this actually changes based on the day and what you're doing. For example, I had a medication reminder that I set just as an example that popped up here, and then you can see all of the different ones. So it's very familiar, but that's a little bit of a change. We do have a new watch face, and if I scroll over here, let's go back out, scroll over, you'll see we have a new photo watch face. It changed on its own, and you actually customize it from the phone. So if we go into the watch app, you'll see it has photos. If we go to our face gallery, we have photos here, and if we go into that, we have some options with it. So we can add it, and then we can choose the photo that we want to show specifically, and then it has time customization. So you can change it from dynamic to extra large to large. It will change on its own if you leave it on dynamic. And then we can go all the way to small. So if you want to customize it, you can see all of the different looks here. We can also change the font below. So you'll see here, you will need iOS 18, by the way, to use this. And then you've got different numeral options. So based on Arabic Indic, you've got a bunch of different ones here, Telugu, Urdu, and Odia, and a bunch of different other ones. So based on how you want to view this, you'll have the option, along with styles that go with black and white, monotone, tritone, and others. And then you can change the color of the time itself. So if you want it to stand out, you can change that, and then change complications if you want to add them to the bottom of it. Maybe we'll add one here as well for audiobooks, and then we'll add this. So we should have some here. There it's added, and it should be on the watch itself. So let's restart here and go back in, and you'll see that we have our photo, and it does take a minute sometimes to actually add. It's been a little bit buggy, but that's because it's in early beta.